Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video we are going to be doing a spring inspired makeup look. So we're going to do the makeup and we're going to pair it with an outfit. I did this in autumn and you guys absolutely love it, one of my highest views on my videos, and yeah, I thought I would recreate it for springtime because why not? The days are much longer now, it's much brighter, much later, so I am so excited because that only means one thing: that summer is coming, so why not celebrate that with a makeup look and an outfit to match. So I'm just going to keep this short and snappy. If you're interested in seeing my spring skin, spring eyes and a spring lip with a spring outfit, then make sure you keep on watching. Oh, and while I've got you here, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm waiting. It's just a quick click down below. There we go. And now that you've done that, let's crack on. Okay, so we're definitely going to be doing something lightweight, very glowy, very healthy looking, as if we've gone for a brisk walk, flushed cheeks, glowing skin. That's the kind of vibe we're going for. So first of all, I'm going to start with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is something that I have wanted for such a long time, and I got the little travel size version from Sephora in New York. If you haven't seen my New York makeup haul, then make sure you check the description down below and it'll be down there. But yeah, this product was so worth the wait. It is incredible. You can either use it on its own or you can mix it with your foundation. I do like to mix it with my foundation, but should I do it today? Yeah, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna mix it in. So I'm just gonna do the smallest amount. It's like a pea size, because it is an incredibly glowy formula. And this is a foundation I haven't showed on my channel yet, but I have been testing and I really do like it. Again, if you haven't seen my Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation wear test, then again that's going to be in the description box down below and also in the cards up here. But I also got the Bourjois Healthy Mix serum. Now this is a much lighter formula, lighter coverage, lighter weight foundation. So I've just done a pump and a half right next door, and I'm gonna mix it together. So this is more of like a when you don't want to wear too much makeup kind of foundation. And I'm just gonna pop that on all over. I believe this is the shade, oh, light beige. Same as what I am in the Healthy Mix foundation. And then I like to take my So Eco stippling brush because it doesn't give me more coverage. It's not a dense brush, it's got very large bristles that are very flexible. However, if you have a denser brush like this one here, densely packed bristles, then that's gonna give you more coverage, but I'm not going for coverage today. I just want something very light and healthy looking. This just gives an absolutely gorgeous radiance to the skin and I am obsessed with it. It's not going to cover any of my scarring or anything like that, it's just going to give me a lovely even complexion. And if you have any particular blemishes or scarring like I do, then you can go in with your concealer if you want to cover them. Most of the time I don't cover them because I think it's my skin. It is what it is. Probably wear off throughout the day if I put concealer on it anyway, so you may as well accept that they're there. Sometimes I think just embracing your imperfections is the best way to go forward. I just want my skin to look like my skin, but sort of like a better, glowier version. I really do like this foundation. It is really lovely and lightweight. I think in the summer I'll definitely get a darker colour when I start to have a bit more colour in this pale, transparent skin. And I really do love the way that that looks. It's lovely and healthy looking, gives myself a nice even complexion. Just love it, gorgeous. Now I want to add a little bit of warmth into the skin. So I'm gonna take a product that I haven't used in such a long time, but I really do love this, and I got it out the other day and I was like, why am I stop using this? So it's the NYX Cream Contour Palette. It's very annoying. It rattles like crazy, so it's really irritating, but I've just been using this, I think it's a Morphe, I don't know, I don't know what this is. I think it came in with the kit, so it didn't ever come with the number, but it's just like an angled fluffy brush. And I'm gonna take this shade right here, which I believe is called Toffee, and these do come in single pan, so if you ever run out of these you can top them up, which is quite good. So I'm taking the shade Toffee and I'm just going to start to really warm up the skin. So start to press it in first and then blend. and I don't want any harshness. So once I lay down where I want it, I'm going around the edges so it blends beautifully into the skin. Doing the same with my forehead as well. As Scott Barnes would say, toasting the edges. Last week I posted a trying Scott Barnes, i.e. J-Lo's makeup artist techniques, and it started off very, very scary. So I would definitely advise that you watch that one. Again, that will be in the description box down below. I think in the last 4 minutes I have self-plugged my videos 3 times. No shame. If no one else is gonna do it, you gotta do it yourself. Okay, so I love using cream products at the moment. I don't know if you are a regular watcher of my videos, but I have been loving the cream bronze, the cream blush. It's just my thing at the moment. I love it. I think where I've got quite dry skin, my skin takes better to creams than it does powders. I'm just taking that under the jaw just to make sure that everything is looking nice and even. And then I just like to take a little bit across the nose. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna go for cream blush, and you know I love Sleek as a brand. So I'm gonna use the Sleek Cream Blush Trio in, I think it's called California 370. And I'm pretty much gonna take Newport Peach and OC, I think. I'm gonna mix those together on the same brush as I did with the cream bronze. And I'm just gonna take that up into the cheekbone. And this is a beautiful corally peachy color, and that just gives a gorgeous flush of color. And I'm taking it on the apples of the cheeks up into the cheekbone as a sort of drape effect. Really do love blushy cheeks at the moment. The more the better. I even put a little bit of powder blush over the top so it lasts a bit longer. I find blush is the first thing in my makeup to disappear, so I always like to layer up the blush. Cute. Now let's go for some concealer. So I'm going to take my Flower Beauty Light Illusion, and I'm just going to pop that in where the darkest points of my under eyes are. I'm going to take my sponge just to blend that out. So I'm going to grab my Maybelline Matte Maker, just a small dusting, just underneath the eyes. I'm literally just going to sweep it under there, and I'm just going to go right down the centre of my face. Don't want too much powder at all. Okay, so we're going to go for my little travel size Becca Moonstone Shimmering Skin Perfector, I think it's called. That's the one. We're gonna take smallest amount, and I'm just gonna pop that here. Oh, isn't that nice? It literally just makes the skin look wet, this one. It's not too bitty, it's not too shimmery, it just is gorgeous. I'm gonna take some just on the tip of the nose, and also just in this little bit there. And I always like to take some above the brow. Now for a bit more blush. I know I've used this in like the last 3 videos, but honestly it's incredible. £12 for 3 blushes. It's the Morphe Blush Trio in the shade Pop of Coral. And I think I've got to go for just this one in the middle there. It's got that beautiful sheen to it. So it's just gonna add to that highlight. That colour is just me. Is that too much? I think I love it. I think I just love it. I might add a touch of my butter bronzer just to maybe bring back on that blush a little bit. Might be a bit much. But I think once we've got the eyes on, oh, love it. Love, love, love. Okay, now for the eyes. So I think what I want to do is coral on the eyes. Usually I would have just gone in with a coral eyeshadow all over the lid, but I want to do something different. So what I'm going to do is take an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Streak, the most perfect coral, and I'm going to take the Eyeshadow Primer Potion by Urban Decay in the shade Original, which is the clear one. And this is basically going to be like our mixing medium. So it's going to mix, I'm just going to do it on the back of my hand with my finger. I'm just going to mix those two together, and this is going to create a cream eyeshadow. So it's going to last much, much longer. The vibrancy is going to be more vibrant. And I think what I want to do, I think that's a bit too crazy for me right now. I'm going to add some of the Enigma eyeshadow primer to just sort of mute it down a bit less vibrant now. And I'm just going to pop that on all over with my finger. and then you can blend with a brush. So I'm just going to take a Zoeva 221, and then what we can do is add some eyeshadow on top. So this is basically just our base, but it's going to intensify the colour of the eyeshadow that we put on top. I'm just building up in layers, popping more on and blending out. Love this colour. I'm going to grab my Naked Reloaded palette. I know I've used this in my last video as well, but it's the perfect coral colour. I'm basically taking the shade Retro, and I'm just going to intensify this colour. And if you didn't know, this is actually the colour of the year, coral. So that's pretty much what inspired me to do this spring look. By having that cream base, it really is gonna make this eyeshadow last much longer. And you can do that with any colour. You can do it with eye pencils, lip pencils, any eyeshadow sticks that you've got, you want them to last a bit longer, add some eyeshadow primer in them, and it's gonna just really increase the longevity of it. I'm just gonna take a little bit more Retro. I'm just gonna have a small wash of colour underneath the lash line, just a really small amount, just to bring everything together. Okay, so now I'm going to do a tiny little baby wing just to define my eyes a little bit more. You see this all over like Nicki makeup, Jessie makeup, on their models that they do. They just do this baby little wing and it just looks gorgeous. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's do this side first. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. But I'm going to relax my eyes and I'm just going to draw a straight line out and connect it to my lashes, all while my eyes are open. And now that I've got that rough guide, I'm just going to fill it in. Oh, I'm terrible at doing wings now because I rarely do them. I've just created the biggest wing I ever possibly could. I feel like I need to start that again. I find it very stressful doing wings, and I was meant to do a really skinny wing, but it keeps getting fatter. Story of my life. So I think I'm just gonna have to leave that there and hope this one pans out better. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm probably not gonna be able to speak very much because it's very stressful, but draw your line. Hope it's the same as the other side, but it's probably not going to be, so don't panic. And then join this half the line to the lash, straight in. So that's your first step. Oh, this one's so much better already. That's the size I wanted, but now I've got this, which is huge. Do I take it off again? That's the question. Unless I just pose from this side. Or do I just fix it? Let's see if I can fix it. I'm giving it one last go. It's only for you guys. It's gonna have to do. I feel like this is still longer, but I don't care anymore. And I also have lost half of my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Eldora very kindly sent me a couple of pairs of lashes the other day, and I used the M112s in my last video, so I'm going to use the H168s in this one. So a little bit more on the natural side, which I'm all for. You know I love a natural lash at the moment. So I'm going to give these bad boys a go. So while those are drying, I'm just going to apply some Subversion in my brows. I think I want to do really feathery brows today. So I'm probably going to use my Urban Decay Brow Blade, which has got the ink on one end. Just going to do very supermodel brows. I have stopped plucking my brows because I want to get that really textured brow look, but because my eyebrows are so fine, I still have to put stuff in them. It's really annoying. And especially when I do this, they look very sparse, don't they? Like I've hardly got any eyebrows. I'm literally obsessed with these. They are so fluttery and long. Oh, so I've got my brows lifted to the high heavens. So now what I'm going to do is add some extra depth, because you can see, I mean, you can hardly see my eyebrows, is what I mean. Okay, so I'm just going to take the ink stain side and start to feather in the same direction as my brows are going. And it's a very faint ink stain, so it's going to look very natural. And this is in the shade Brown Sugar. Oh, that looks tons better, doesn't it? And that's all I'm going to do to my brows, because I'm going very natural and spring inspired today. And because we want to get the most of this gorgeous weather, who's got time to do their brows? Not me. Okay, so now for the lips. So obviously we're going to go for something coral, so bear with me. Yeah, so we're gonna go for Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Checkmate. This is gorgeous in the lipstick as well, but I wanted something a little bit more corally, so we're gonna go for Wired Vice Lipstick by obviously Urban Decay. Oh, I do love that colour. Oh, I love this makeup look. I feel so ready for spring. So, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna spring off camera, literally, and put my spring outfit on, and I'll be right back to show you. So I had a slight change of heart and I wasn't really feeling the outfit that I had chosen for my spring outfit, and I thought this was so much cuter. So this is actually a jumpsuit from Next, and I literally just bought it now and I thought it was absolutely perfect. So cute. It cuts off right at the ankle, so it's a culotte jumpsuit, and it's got these like dungaree style straps, and I just paired it with a white t-shirt that I got from Primark for £4. Now I got the jumpsuit in a 10 and it literally fits me like a glove. It's so cute. It's got these pockets in the front, it's also got pockets in the back as well, and it's got this lovely little tie waist, which I think is super cute. You could wear it without the t-shirt, with the t-shirt, it's entirely up to you, but I paired it with my chunky platform Converse because I thought it was a nice little casual outfit, and let me pair it with the bag that I got from my Primark haul, which I will link down in the description box down below because I know you guys love my Primark hauls. But yeah, I got this bag from Primark. I love this little bag, it's so cute. It's like a neon yellow snake print bag. Super cute, and I just thought it went really perfectly with the outfit. Jazzed it up a little bit, gave it a little bit of colour. So that is now what my spring outfit is. So that is the finished video, you guys. So I did this gorgeous, in my opinion, spring makeup tutorial paired with a spring kind of outfit. Well, something that I would probably wear in spring. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.